A player averages only 9 points and 2 rebounds per game. Yet the Timberwolves willingly offer him a 5-year $130 million contract. A player is just a rookie who has just entered the league for 3 years. Yet 15 times he was deemed untouchable by the team. In the 10-for-1 trade that brought in Gobert, they didn't hesitate to pay 4 first-round picks for him. Indeed, the player is the Timberwolves player who once had a dispute with Klay Thompson and indirectly led to Green's suspension, Jaden McDaniels. The final regular season game last season, a boxing match of sorts, exposed the internal conflict of the Timberwolves. In the second quarter, Gobert punched Laker. Players taking sides, chaos ensued. But after the conflict, something else happened. On the way back to the locker room at halftime, discontented with his performance and that of the team, McDaniels punched the wall in the corridor, resulting in an on-the-spot fracture to his right hand, missing the remaining additional games and playoffs. When a reporter asked him, "Why did you hit the wall?" his response was hilarious. "I thought it was just a curtain, didn't realize it was solid behind." You could say this is the emotional side of Daniels. But this kid has always given this impression. He is tough, competitive, with some stubbornness. In high school, Daniels was the #1 power forward in the United States. He possessed a 2-meter figure, yet his agility was on par with a guard. He can penetrate with the ball and pull up for a 3 from outside. Many scouts believe that he could be a strong contender for the next Durant. However, upon stepping into the University of Washington, McDaniels only started 21 games and was firmly benched by the coach. His development was slow and his offensive efficiency was average. Just the 6 late technical fouls were enough for coaches and teammates to be wary of him. If it weren't for the lack of forwards in the 20 sequence, he would have fallen to the next round, rather than being picked by the Los Angeles Lakers at the 28th spot. At this point in the story, you might ask, is this Maverick worth nurturing? At least in the eyes of the Lakers and the Thunder. The answer is no. After the draft, the Lakers traded him and Green to OKC for Schroeder. Then, in a 3-team trade, the Thunder sent McDaniels to Minnesota. Without playing a single official game, he was tossed around like a hot potato between teams. During interviews, McDaniels remained silent, saying, "I don't want to justify anything, just wait and see, I will prove everything." Since last summer, the Timberwolves have been receiving calls from other teams in the league, inquiring about trade prices for this kid. Last regular season, McDaniels averaged 12.1 points, 3.9 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 0.9 steals, and 1 block shot per game. At face value, these stats may not be impressive, but in the advanced statistics, when Daniels is in close defense, the opponent's shooting percentage is limited to below 43.6%, and under the basket, opponent's shooting percentage is below 52.9%. Among players who have defended the basket at least 200 times, he ranks in the top 10. If you still don't understand how impactful he is, when LeBron James faced him, he attempted 16 shots, with only 5 on target. Curry had only 3 out of 9. All 3 are 3-point scores aided by teammates. Klay Thompson missed all of his 3 attempts. And Durant, who only faced him once last season, scored 3 out of 8 in the 5 minutes and 36 seconds defended by Daniels, also committing 2 turnovers. But when McDaniels, with height, defense, and 3 points, gradually becomes a defensive squad-level forward, people's expectations for him are reignited. Give him the ball rights and polish his offense for 2 years. It's hard to say he won't become the next all-round all-star. This is the reason why the outside world is madly scrambling for him. His ceiling is extremely high, and even if he is not fully developed, he can become a high-quality 3D puzzle piece. What's even more astounding is that this summer, his height has grown again from 2 meters 06 to 2 meters 11 in the Timberwolves' 5-year $130 million contract. $5 million is as an incentivization for Daniels to make the best defensive team or be selected as the Defensive Player of the Year, an unremarkable 28th pick, finally signing the 6th highest early renewal contract of his year, achieving a successful counterattack.